Hi, I'm Roger Wakefield, lead AP, the expert plumber, coming to you on YouTube Live. Happy Monday, everybody. If you have not been here before, welcome to the show. Here's what we do. We're talking about plumbing. We're talking about all things plumbing, everything from getting into the trades, becoming a better tradesman, starting up your own company, and getting the right tools in your toolbox to grow your business with the power of social media. So what we're doing today, we are actually doing live Q&A. Any questions you got, any comments you got, if this is not what you were looking for, if you were actually searching and ended up on YouTube and this is what got served up to you, you may want to hang out. We got some great people in here. We have apprentices, we have tradesmen, we have journeymen, we have masters, we have company owners. We have so many people that come in and out of here, and it's fantastic. If you have questions, drop them in the chat. As you will see up towards the top, we've got a link to a chat up there. And what I want to tell you is that, man, it works. It looks good. And we're having fun. So if you have questions, go up top, click in the forum, go over there, ask your question. I see that we already have one over here. We have a question from Johnny Bravo. I love it. Starting off right. Now I'm going to jump into the comments real quick just to go through and say hello to people. If you are here for the first time and you're here live, even if it's not your first time, do me a favor. Go down the bottom, click the like button, thumbs up, and share this. If you know anybody either in the trades that may want to get in the trades, that you think, hey, man, this guy needs to quit working at Taco Bell and get in the trades, man, share this video, share it with them, and let them know what's going on. And y'all hear my puppy dog? That's my boy, Harley. Anyway, I got one more camera to hook up here and get going. Let me bump this here around just a little bit. Kind of moving things a little slow this morning or this afternoon. I actually woke up in Houston today, so I've been running all day long. But I hope y'all are doing good. And I don't think they have a battery in here. No, they don't. So my third camera doesn't have a battery, so there will be no slide today. But let me jump back into the comments real quick. I want to say hi to some people. And remember, if you have any questions, please go in here and first of all, there's your link right there. I love it. Tradesacademy.com/questions. Ali Strassen, how are you doing? Good to see you in here. Landing Lunkers, what is up? I hope everything is going well. Pogers, hope that. I'm your hero, man. And my brother from another mother, Mr. Sean Strong. Let me go see something real quick. I'm going to see if I can grab a battery real quick. Y'all give me just 1 second. I think I got to do it. So be right back. And I can't see it. So hold on just 1 second. I'll be right back. That did not take long. Anyway, what I had to do is I had to go get a battery and plug it in. That way I can get my slide rotating and going and moving. I love having that third camera. I've got a lot of people say, man, we really like that. So it's something a little bit different. So I'm going to be playing with that here. How are y'all doing today? Number one, weren't here last week because of 4th of July weekend. So it's great. Look at this Monster Monday. I love it. There we go. Look at this. Howtorepair.com. Hello from Portugal and UK. Good to have you in here. Ronnie Will says, hope I don't get timed out again. You know, it happens. It happens to all of us. So you're good. Okay, come on, Dustin. Really? Adam says, here we go. What's up? Good to see you in here. Hope everything is going well. Power of Youth says good vibes. Man, good. It is Monday. And you know what? These are great vibes. I'll tell you what, it has literally been, 2 weeks since we've been in here. And I got to tell you, man, there's a lot of good things going on. We did our soft launch of the digital course, getting into the trades. That's actually been really, really good. Had fun with that. been working on it. We've got module 3 shot now, getting ready to put it out. Next is module 4. So, man, it's really, things are really going well. And I'm setting up my slide here real quick, just in case you're wondering why I'm looking down, not at you. Perfect there. And boom, 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 boom. And we are there. Said that. So the cool thing is, now we got my camera 3. I love that. So back into the comments real quick. When it jumped on me, I hate it when it does that, guys. Kyle, where are you? I saw it just a second ago. Okay, I'm gonna come right back up to here. There we go. Got a joke for you, the Houston, Texas. Boy, isn't that the truth? Sorry, I can't say that. I was in Houston this morning. I gotta be nice to them. Here's the deal, Dustin. Keep up with the letters. You will get kicked out. It's nice and easy. That's easy. Sybil 57 says, "What's up?" You know what? It's a beautiful day right here in Dallas, Texas. Like I said, woke up in Houston this morning, had a meeting down in Pearland, Texas. A great place to be. Really did have fun. And man, went and jumped on the plane. Literally just got to stop and eat just on the way in just a while ago. It's crazy. Chase Turner says, "Chase from Alabama. I love your channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much." Wacko Comment says, "Hello. Good morning to you, or good afternoon to you. My brother, architectural sheet metal in the house. Trades are where it's at." If you're in the trades, do me a favor, leave a comment in the chat right now. I'm gonna look over here at this screen. Leave a comment in the chat that says #me, because I'm always curious as to how many people are in the trades, how many people want to get in the trades, how many people just hang out because they like hanging out with tradespeople. Whichever way, I know, Ronnie, man, tell him, brother. ISXT says, "Yo, what's up? It's a beautiful day." Andrew Ortiz says, "Can I use a barrel as a toilet?" Well, if you got to go really, really bad, and there's going to be a lot of funk to get rid of, man, a barrel may even be better. Good vibes. Yep. Oops. Don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. Mr. Austin Chadwick in the house. Absolutely. Ronnie says, "I got put time out. I'm not even acting like you. What's your deal? Do you hate life that much? You got to share it with everyone." Ronnie, that's pretty good. Sorry about that. So Dustin, straighten up, fly right. Come on, here we go. Mic on? Yeah, I hope the mic's on. Can you hear me? If you can't hear me, let me know, because I see some #me, so I think some people can hear me. I see we got Joey Z from Local 638. Tyler Stamets, Union Plumber. Silky 86 is in HVAC. Trying to get in the trades. There's any degrees you need. The pickle? Nope, none. All right, back over here. Can you please do the face in your profile picture, man? I don't even know which profile picture I've got up anymore. It changes a lot. Damian Castro says, "How do you get in trade school?" And you said trading. I'm talking trade school. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Man, you got to apply. You got to go in, fill out your stuff. And man, that's a good point right there, Sean. I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. Those of y'all that have not been over to our subreddit, man, it is fantastic over there. We actually, that's where we get a lot of great pictures and videos and stuff like that for our YouTube videos. And let's see where we're at. And this thing's been jumping on me a lot here lately, y'all. So it's not like I'm just trying to skip over people or anything. Just all of a sudden, it's like I went from the top to the bottom. I saw that apply online. Absolutely. Oh, there's not one. That's why. Don't forget to join the subreddit, Mr. Sean Strong. Yes, indeed. What kind of question does Dustin have? I like that. Dustin, watch this. See this? Goodbye. All right. Sean apparently says an error code. It won't let me refresh. Please make sure Dustin is blocked. I'm not putting up with that. And if Sean didn't, Austin, any of y'all, I appreciate it. Got team 429, love your channel. Thank you so much. JKL, nice. I hope you're talking about the channel. All right. Anthony Gamer 9000 says he just joined. And Mr. New says, love your work. You're the man. Thank you. Guys, here's the deal. I'm nothing special. I'm a plumber. I just happen to learn how to do social media. And the thing is, and this was a really big deal in the meeting this morning that I had done in Houston. The guy's like, man, I love your passion. And here's what I'll tell you about me is, number one, I love being in the trades. I love the fact that I'm a plumber. I love the things that I get to do. And at the end of the day, I see a great way, and I see we got some questions in the forum, so I'll jump over in just a minute. Don't give up on me. That's where I'm really going to answer questions. I'm just kind of jumping through here saying hi. But you know what I want to tell you is, he said the reason we like you and wanted to talk to you about teaming up with you, doing something really cool, was that he said you're so passionate about what you do. And to me, it doesn't matter whether I'm talking about plumbing, getting in the trades, leak detection, slab leak repairs, whatever it is. There's so many great things that I do, man. I love it. So, Mr. New, thank you very much. Emilio says, going to school for plumbing in May. Emilio, I'm going to ask you to put in the comments down there below. Where are you going to school at? Where are you going? And, man, what did it cost you? Where are you located? Just all kinds of things, because most people don't go to school. Most people get a job in plumbing. They either join a union. Some of them do go to trade school, vocational tech or something like that. But most people either join the union or just go to open shop and get a job there. So there's different ways to go. So I'm just curious, where are you going to school? What's it going to cost you? Are you paying for it? Is an employer paying for it? How's that going? Tyler Steinmetz says, I keep struggling with going back to non-union and open shop. A company are sticking out with the union. I'm a 4th-year plumber apprentice with 6 years total experience. Tyler, where are you located? Because with 6 years experience, if you've got all those hours, you could get your plumbing license. There's a lot of different opportunities that you could do. So just kind of asking. I'm going to jump over into the forum real quick. Yes, Johnny Bravo, I see you in here. Good to have you. All right, so let's come back one. Yes, come back one. Trying to get into the forum and answer some questions. And she's thinking. So oh, here we go. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Try this one more time. Right there. There we go. Next one in is Paul. And Paul says, Paul at How to Repair says, hi from Portugal and UK. First, I'd like to congratulate you on the work you've done on your channel in the past 2 years. Took me 15 years to get to 30 million viewers. That's not bad. I'm in the appliance repair business, about to start streaming. Any advice on going live? I'm doing my research. I see that Daryl Eves did a lot of work with you. What are your thoughts on the work you did together for the cost? P.S. Would love to invite you on a live stream in the UK when I get going. Absolutely love to. Fantastic. And I'll check that out later. Paul, here's what I'll tell you is look, Channel Jumpstart was great for me. I've actually got, some of my people going through it now. I'm literally wanting to move up to the next level with Daryl. I've done really good things. I had a previous coach. I had Jeremy Vest, who's phenomenal. Then I've done work with Sean Cannell, Anthony Ambrose, but Channel Jumpstart has just been phenomenal. If you start off by reading the book, there's some people that can read the book and pick it up and take off and do it. Some people are like, look, I need somebody to hold my hand. That's what I wanted. So that's kind of what we did. Dustin, I hope I kicked you out. Got a joke for you. I know. Okay, man, that jumped. See, way back up. So I'm going to scroll back down to the bottom. So if y'all have left any chats in here lately, and it says, will Mr. Clean see my message? If you're talking about me, I saw it. Or at least I saw that one. Anthony Gamer says, how much do you get paid per hour on new construction? Well, it depends on how much you negotiate it for. What do you make an hour? Anyway, let me go back right here. I got another question here. Jack Ross from the 12th, viewed submission. Jack Ross says, I know some plumbers making 300K AUD. Not sure what AUD is. I work the same hours as them, do the same quality work, but my employers won't negotiate with me. Don't know what to do. If there are other plumbers making more money than you, and you've tried talking to your employers and they don't offer you that opportunity, it may be time to look around for something else. It definitely happens. Whether you're open shop or union, wages are negotiable. I worked in the union, and literally what they call scale to me is minimum wage. That's the minimum they have to pay you. But after probably 3 years about 3 years in the union, I made double scale, and I've pretty much made that the rest of my time throughout. So not too bad. Tyler says, wanting to make the right decision, want to move out to California to a red state, either open non-union shop or continue with union. You know, and man, here's the thing, Tyler, is look, I have nothing against the union. It was not right for me once I opened my own company. I have tried to work with the union. I think the union is great in a lot of ways. I think if you're commercial, if you're new construction, if you want a pension, you don't ever want to open your own company. You just want to move up and work in the union, do really good. The possibilities are limitless there, unless you want to open your own company. That's where the limit comes in. Power U says, I have a video on union versus non-union. Yes, I do. Saw that one. Shot a sovereign, 4th year, 16 years experience. Refused to finish your school, and 75% of journeymen should not even be in the trades. When a 4th year becomes acting foreman over 3 journeymen, that tells you. You know, and look, Shadow Sovereign, here's what I'll tell you. I had 3rd year apprentices that I put as foreman too. And really all that tells me is that I can recognize an apprentice coming up that has great skill sets, that learns the systems and processes to be a good foreman. I don't think it's a slap in the face because a apprentice becomes a foreman. I think it's bad that a lot of journeymen, and this is something I teach into the Getting in the Trades program. A lot of journeymen stop learning once they get their license. And I mean, think about this. We get into the trades to become a plumber or an electrician or whatever trade you're in. And I teach about 16 different trades. But my thing is, we get in to become a plumber or whatever trade it is. But then once we do, we stop learning. And that's where I have an issue. That's where I teach people is, look, you can't stop learning. You become complacent. You get in, you're like, look, I just wanted to become a journeyman. Now I am. And you stop. And I hate to say it, it's bad. That's why I try to teach people, look, keep learning, keep growing. Random gamer, you're going to get blocked real quick. Yak Fu, where'd you go? Man, it jumped on me again. Man, it does that all the time now. Oh, there we go. Turner Power Youth. Something. I get it. Random gamer, if I see that again, you're going to realize I saw your message. Yak Fu says, Muslim plumber. You officially become a master plumber when you run a business for more than 2 years. Where's that at? Because over here, man, you got a test and a license. There's people that have run other people's businesses for years and they're not master plumbers. Chase Turner says, after I watch this live, then I'll watch that. Very good. And Chase, that's good because, look, we talk about a lot of union, non-union, residential, commercial, service, new construction, a lot of it. So it's pretty good. There you go. David Robertson says, should I go open my own company when my dad owns one? We don't agree on business tactics, and we're both licensed. David, look, here's the thing I would tell you. Don't open it just to piss your dad off. But if your mission, if what you want to do is open a company, absolutely. Don't let the fact that your dad has a company stop you. You may talk to him and say, Dad, look, I'm thinking about opening my own company. and see what he says. And guys, I'm coughing a little bit. I ate some gluten today, so I'm going to be coughing for a little while. But here's what I tell you, and I hope the stream quality isn't bad. Go talk to your dad. If he's planning on you inheriting his company one day or anything like that, you might say, Dad, look, I want to look at it, but I want to start making changes, and talk to him about those changes and see what he says. If it's like, hey, it isn't happening, Philip, I don't know if your eyes were broken or not. Hopefully everything's good now. And somebody says, yeah, so maybe long. Cornfield, I have been plumbing for 41 years now. Random gamer, be careful. Be careful. You don't get bored and go jacking around on somebody else's channel. That just ain't right. You know? Philip says the stream quality is a little bad. As long as I can hear him, it's fine. Well, I hope you can hear me good. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate that. Okay, Jack Russell says Australian dollars. And Jack, man, I have no idea what is Australian compared to here in the United States. I don't know what that is. What's the weekly pay as a plumber? Just starting out, you can make $400 or $500 a week. Later you can, and I see that too. It says it's 720 here, but it should be much better. I don't know what's going on. I think all my settings over here are good. I'm just jumping in, checking camera, show advanced options. I'm just double checking, guys. Yeah, I'm showing that I'm shooting the highest definition that I can. So, man, just let me know if it doesn't get any better. If it does, I'm trying to do everything right on this end. I like that. The Shadow Sovereign says you're kind of like the Texas version of Colin Furs. Well, Colin used to be a plumber, and I guess you saw my margarita video. The neat thing is, look, I love Colin. I love what he does. I would love to do a collab with him, talk to him, anything at all. I do. I think he is really, really cool. So, I take that as a compliment. Thank you so much. What's up? How you doing? You're new. Fantastic. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. Australian dollars. There you go. There you go. See, my brother Neil, if y'all have not seen what Neil, the Urban Explorer, does on his channel, y'all need to go check it out. Converting vans over, man, it is so cool. And he has done some neat stuff. Chase is 500 to 2K. That could be right, depending on where you're at. It's different all over the country. Says Texas has a plumbers union. Is it strong? If so, Tyler, here's the deal. The plumbers union is all across the United States. And I think they're relatively strong. I think they could be stronger. My problem with the union is they haven't grown much in the last few years, but I think it's because they're not trying to, which blows my mind. I think with their training, their education, everything they do, man, there's a lot they could do. And it jumped to the bottom again, so I'm scrolling back. There we go. He says, Florida, so other states might be different. Love this name. Twitchy Funky says, is it easier to do plumbing, electrical in a basement or attic? There's a space, but no prior electrical plumbing done. For example, small bathroom in the basement or a mini kitchen in the attic. It really is, man, it's going to depend on how much room you have to work. It's not necessarily going to be easier or harder one place or the other. If you're doing electrical in the basement, you're going to be working in the ceiling. You're doing plumbing in the attic. You're going to be working on the floor. And it could go either way. Exo Saint says, finally got to see you live. I love that. Thank you. Vice versa. Absolutely. And I like this. Tyler says, you can't stop learning in plumbing. It's always evolving. Must adapt to new plumbing codes. And not just codes. Tyler, and this is what I try teaching people in the Getting in the Trades program is look, if you'll get up every morning and study 30 minutes to an hour about new tools, new materials, new techniques, anything at all like that, you're going to be pretty far ahead of all the other plumbers in your area. And if you'll do this for 4 or 5 years, you'll be in the top 5% of your industry. And it doesn't take much to just come in and study. You've got Plumber magazine. You've got what is it? PHC Pro. There's so many good magazines out there that you can learn, and new tools, new materials, new techniques. Anything you're learning to put you ahead of everybody else is amazing. Frank says, hey, Roger, happy to catch your live. Been watching your videos since I've recently gotten in the trade. Thank you for all your knowledge. You are more than welcome. After beer says COVID. No, gluten, COVID, they're almost the same. Drinking lots of water. Luis Hernandez says the trades though, I worked for a company in March, and I thought my journeyman and I were killing it. When we were finished ahead of schedule, got laid off, ran yourself out of work. So Luis, here's what I would tell you is, if you're working ahead like that, you're doing things pretty good, you shouldn't have any problem finding a job. Just get out there and look, do research, find out what company you want to work for, what kind of company you want to work for, and it can be a really good thing for you. Alex Al says, is it possible for a plumber to earn $150,000? Absolutely. How long will it take? Man, that's really up to you. You can learn and grow it. It depends on where you're at. It depends on whether you're commercial, residential, what kind of company you work for, what kind of pay structure. There's a lot of things going into that. Steve Brett says owning 2 family businesses is better than one. And you can always tie them back together. Absolutely. Looks good. Thank you. Internet hiccup. It happens. And I'm looking at this one over here live, and that may be what it is. That there may be a problem over there, because that does look kind of blurry. So if I'm still blurry, just put hashtag blurry. And if y'all hadn't done it yet, man, give me a thumbs up. I don't know how many people we got in here. 82 and 99 thumbs up. I can live with that. That's pretty good. I got a thumb down. That was probably Neil. He does that. The Shadow Servant says, I don't work for anyone in the trades anymore since I despise working for most people. But you might be someone I wouldn't mind working for, as long as you don't mind me making my own hours. See, we can't do that. We got work to do, man. We got people waiting on you. Scalapenda says, make sure I said that right. Scalapendra. I thought I did. I hear in Texas, it's legal to have apprentices running their own truck. I don't want to have my license revoked because the plumbing company I work for may be throwing people in too early. No, that's not legal. Don't get me wrong. There are companies doing it. It takes so long to get a license now. We've got people that I know can run trucks, but you don't want to get anybody in trouble. Look, I deal with plumbing companies all across the United States, and I know so many areas of the country that they are putting people out in trucks as soon as they can. Now, it's legal in places like California. It's not legal here or the places they're talking about. But, man, you just don't want to throw people in too early. It can be bad. Poor here, but might be bandwidth. I just did a refresh over here. Let me scroll up and see. No, it still looks a little blurry. Don't know why. Okay, so $1 to $1.34. Cool. Exo Saint, glad to have you in here, man. Well, Exo Saint, where are you from? Apparently you've been around for a while because, been watching a lot of your videos and first time live. Jazz Studios Arts has learned a lot about plumbing. I love that. Rudy Van Leroy, make sure I said that right. Good evening, Americans. I see plumbing while in Europeans are sleeping. I like that. While us Europeans, I like it. Some of Biscuit jumped on me again. Man, I'm behind in the chat. It's flying. Neil, you're welcome, brother. Look, guys, I'm serious. If y'all have not checked out what Neil does, go check it out. He puts plumbing in his vans. He does all kinds of cool stuff. So you'll enjoy it, I promise. If you can understand what he says, it sounds like he's from UK or something. Have like time. Hey, dude, you helped me fix my toilet yesterday. Very awesome. Thank you. And I'm glad to help. Thank you. Yuck Fowl says unions always get run out of my state. What kind of things should I really focus on studying to help me when I begin my apprenticeship at ABC, Baltimore in September? First of all, find out what code Baltimore installs by. Is it the IPC? Is it the UPC? Do they have a lot of addendums? Do they have their own code up there? Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're studying what's going to be relevant to you. I teach people about the UPC study guide and how to use it. And I think really it would probably be good for just about people all across the United States. But what I'll tell you is that, man, code's code. Water goes downhill. There's nothing wrong. There's a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of differences too. And study anything and everything you can. First, getting into the trades, that'll help you out. But study things like what tools to use. The things we teach in the Getting Into the Trades program is how to find the right company, how to get the right mindset. A lot of people get in the trades just wanting to be a tradesman, and then they stop once they get their license. That's what I was talking about earlier. If you quit learning just because you got a plumbing license, man, it's going to hinder you. Keep going. There's construction management. There's leadership. There's, oh God, so many things. Javier Romero, has he ever felt unsafe working in someone else's house? Absolutely. Walked in a house one time. The lady was a hoarder. And I mean, literally, there were stacks of newspaper from the floor to the ceiling, and you literally had to walk through like that. And I mean, there was a path from the front door to the kitchen, which is where the problem was. The kitchen was not near as bad as the rest of the house, but you know what? I was able to get in there and get her done and get her taken care of. Drunken Soup Can says, I'm in Europe and I'm not sleeping. Time zone's kind of funky. Yes, indeed. Steve says, you pay more taxes on things in Australia. So $1 is basically worth like 80 cents. Wow. Alex House says, what is the most disgusting plumbing job you ever had to do? It's going to be something like a sewage repair. You know, you've got a busted line underground. It's clogged up somewhere. It's filling up with sewage. You still got to get in there and tie things together or whatever. It's kind of crazy. Swamp Cabbage is not a plumber, but good to know that how shate flows, and it does flow. Thomas Marquez says, what could be a reason the open pipe is coming out in the wall above my shower head? What that is the air conditioning condensate overflow drain. And if there's water coming out of it, it lets you know that the drain pan is full or clogged. Probably need to call maintenance. If it's an apartment, if it's a condo, you may need to find out where the original drain line comes in and blow it out. It's probably clogged up. Oh, thought I clicked on that. Sorry. No Logic says, was plumbing something fun for you? Have you gotten hurt really bad while you were plumbing? I have. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I actually had a group of welders had built a wall that was going to fly up to the roof. And I went over after it had rained one day. I'd gone over, and I don't remember if I was plugging a cord in, I guess, because it was earlier in the day. I literally, when I turned around, all of a sudden, man, I felt like I got hit by a truck. They had taken this 40-foot long metal stud wall, and I don't mean metal like, galvanized studs. I mean metal like red iron. And it had fallen and landed on me. And when I went down, my arm bent up behind me. Let me think which arm. I think it was my left one. Bent up behind me. I ended up having to have surgery on it. Yeah, so that's it. Nothing else really crazy. Tyler Shell says, glad to see you live. Fort Worth, just found your channel less than a week ago. Binge watching all your content. Seriously taking the next steps to get into the plumbing trade. Number one, Tyler, good for you. And not good for your binge, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy about that. But my thing is, look, if you're going to get into trades, spend time studying to learn. There's a book out by a guy named Seth Godin. It's called The Dip, and it's about being the very best at what you are. And if you're not being the very best, you need to try to be, because the people that are the very best make more money. And at the end of the day, we're all in this to make money, whether we work for somebody else or own our own company or whatever. Don't get me wrong, everything we do isn't about money, but we do have to make money in order to survive and grow. Rudolph DeBeer says, love your TikTok. Anybody who has not seen my TikTok, man, I got to tell y'all, it's actually pretty good. We definitely have fun over there. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Tyler says IAPMO. Okay. So if IAPMO is it is the UPC study guide. What I would recommend is get it. I've got a video on how I use it to study by, and Tyler, it'll help you out a lot. Literally what I do is I go to the back, look at all the answers, mark the correct answers, and then I just read it like a book. Question, correct answer, question, correct answer, question, correct answer. You'll get it down in no time. Guess we have Sean Ranklin in the house. Good to have you in here. Shadow Sovereign says, even if you've been in the trades for 20 plus years, plumbing, there are still aspects of the trade you have never even touched. Too many plumbers are pigeonholed. And man, you're Shadow Sovereign, you are so on it. That is correct. Tyler, you're welcome. Thank you, sir. Gluten and COVID, very similar. I tell you what, well, whenever I am eating gluten, I hate it because it's hard to breathe, you start coughing, stuff like that. But my big one is my sinuses start swelling up, and man, it's tough. Pineapple juice helps with the cough. So do cough syrup or cough drops. I need to run over to my other office there and grab cough drops. AG says, admire your dedication and wisdom. Thank you so much. Options on Southgate. Not sure what you're talking about there. Twitch Funky, when ordering plumbing or any work, what is a good piece of advice for tips? Certain percentage you recommend? Work time except tips or anything? Wondering. Piece of advice for tips. Look, I have some plumbers that get tips. If a customer offers my guys a tip, that doesn't bother me. It's not the norm in what we do, though. Okay, I guess I am getting blurry. It looks like it's straightened back up now. I'm looking at it right now. Says, oh, honey, howdy, much love from a Brit. Adore you and your channel. Suri, thank you so much. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you. Swamp Cabbage says, that's more hours than a Dodge can achieve in a miles dying. No doubt. Blurry AF. I get it, man. I'm working on it. I'm doing everything I can. Ronnie says, the job we're working on now is a housing development with 20K plus homes, a few hundred acres, cookie cutter homes, but I got work for around the next 25 years. Good for you. Oh, Chase, they didn't have to catch him. We knew who it was, but they didn't do anything because there's no actual video of him doing it. It just shows him walking in the house with a bag of concrete and a bucket, walking out with an empty bag of concrete. But, it's not good enough. So Saint says, let you know that even though I don't want to be a plumber, but you inspire me to open my own bakery even more. Thank you. Wish I could give you a hug, man. Look, anytime I inspire people to open their own business, and Excellent Saint, I appreciate that, because literally the cool thing about it is what I talk about trying to become the very best, about trying to study, about trying to learn, about trying to always move up. This helps anybody in any trade. This helps anybody in any business. And I really do. I appreciate that. Like the red button up. Thank you very much. I probably wear red most of the time. I like my red and my black, but it's pretty cool. I like that. Ronnie Will says, but I'm not a plumber. I'm a skid steer operator. So one of the trades that we talk about in getting into the trades is a heavy equipment operator. And I mean, don't get me wrong, depending on the size of the skid steer, it's probably not that big, but man, what you learn there, Ronnie, you can move up to do all kinds of different things. James Pickney says, just came across your videos last week, been soaking it up. Was an electrician when I was in the Marines. I have a friend that's a plumber with his own business. James, number one, I don't know how long ago you were in the Marines. Any GI Bill you have is good if you go to a union or something like that. I take tradespeople. I'll tell you what. Sorry, I meant to click on that. I will take trades or military people on the trades any day. The dedication, the focus, the mindset. Man, look, y'all get it. I think it's phenomenal. So, man, good luck for you. Boy, and that's the truth. Sean, you nailed it right there, brother. If you're an employee, you just have one boss. But if you're the company owner, you have 100. And really, it's 100 a week. Ty Hallman says, make your own hours. It's not like that. And man, I wish it was. But Ty, think about this. Or Troy, I'm sorry. Troy, here's the deal. You've got to be there when the customers want you there. And don't get me wrong, when I had my first company, I'd go in, I'd run 2 or 3 calls, take off the rest of the day and blow whatever money I made. Not a good way to do it. So man, you got to be there when they want you there. Myself always says, why is it long to get a license? It really does take quite a while to learn everything that we have to do in the plumbing industry. But it's funny because I had this conversation this morning. If California, which doesn't have to have a license, the owner of the company, the contractor, whatever you want to call him, he's got a contractor's license. He has to have a license and he can hire people. And when he decides they're plumbers, they are. So my thing about that is, I know a company in California that brings people in and trains them for like 9 weeks. And I had this conversation with the executive director of TDLR saying, look, wouldn't it be possible? And we were out at lunch and I looked around and I said, wouldn't it be possible if I tried to train you for 9 weeks, how to change the lights, the switches, the outlets, how to do everything that needs to be done, how to pull the wire, how to get it back to the panel. I said, wouldn't it be possible that in 9 weeks I could train you how to do that? And he said, yeah, this place isn't that big. My question is, here in Texas, why can't we train plumbers to go in and work on a residential house then? Now, don't get me wrong, there's not a lot of things in there that I couldn't teach them, but maybe some things they don't master, so you don't send them out on jobs like that. So me, myself, always, I don't know. I think that we could cut that time down on a lot of things. Eric Files says, in my state, you aren't required to have a license to do plumbing under a licensed plumbers. Okay, it is not the same in Texas. Here in Texas, the master plumber has to have a master license with an RMP, but every plumber under him also has to have a license. Whether it be a tradesman, a journeyman, a master, really doesn't matter. And it jumped on me again, so I'm trying to find out where I'm at. There we go. And it jumped a lot. Guy Robert says, how are you? I'm doing fine. Thank you so much. Sean is always right. Man, if y'all ain't figured that out, ask him. He'll tell you. Neil says he's not sleeping. Hello, how are you? Duana 53. Check back over here just to see if I have any more questions in the forum. And I do try to bounce back and forth. Oops. Did that thing again, didn't it? Should know better. Oops, maybe not. There we go. I do have a question. I like this. Javier. Coming to you. Javier, ex-Javier. I like that. Javier says, hey, Roger, finished my interview and aced it. My competition was 4 other guys with 1 to 2 years experience, while I have none. Nonetheless, I prepared for the interview, dressed the part, and asked questions at the end. Man, I love this. They started laughing when I asked them how they got to where they are at. I called later for an update, and I ranked number 1, ready to start my apprenticeship. Salutations from Denver. Number 1, Javier, dude, congratulations. That is phenomenal. I love that. Guys, this is what it is. This is what I teach in my course right there. Do you know how to ace an interview? Because if you are, it doesn't matter how much experience other people have. If you walk in and you do things right, you're going to look like a rock star. And Javier, man, thank you for sharing that. I really, really do appreciate it. That's cool. Neil, my man. Kodak White says, just started working for a plumber doing service. Would it be wise to get 3 or 4 years experience, then transition to new construction to learn out the aspects for a year or 2, then open your own company? Kodak, it's different for different people. Some people want to do construction first. Then when they walk in a house to do service, they know how it's built. Some people want to do service first because then they feel like when they go do new construction, they know what kind of problems they run into later. Me, I just kind of bounce back and forth both of them for a while, but it's pretty neat. And Sean, you're right there. I've actually been to Seattle to talk to the people at Aqua. Love their product. And man, it'll dang sure keep people from stealing your water. Tyler said, if you're an apprentice in Cali working, for a licensed plumber and somehow you flood or burn the house, can the homeowner or employer come after you? Normally, they'll come after the employer. He's the contractor. He's the one with the insurance and everything, or should be. Marcus Kid, are they still planning on making reciprocity, getting your Texas license easier? That just temporary measure for freeze. It was just for the freeze. They're never going to make the Texas license easier to get. Yeah, there's a big difference. Now, here's the deal. Texas is, and I had this conversation in Houston today. Texas is one of the hardest licenses to get. But man, when you get it, people respect that nationwide because they know what all we go through and how hard it is. So yeah. Drake Jr. says, is there a difference? And there is. We do a plumbing license in Texas. California, I don't know, you sit down, eat a bowl of grape nuts or something, and you're licensed. Yeah, that's not true. In California, you have to do like a business license. You become a contractor, not just a plumber. So, and pretty cool things out there. I assume as apprentice working for someone you'd protect. Yep. Mr. Scolapendra says, second month into your apprenticeship. Yeah, they're putting me on calls running your own truck. And that is crazy. Want to get in contact with local union, but your journeyman says it's not a good idea. And it really depends. And look, just because your journeyman says it's not a good idea means it wasn't a good idea for him. Contact them, talk to them, tell them where you're at, tell them what you're doing, and tell them what you want to do. And to answer your question, live in Missouri. Normally at work around this time, but today you're off. Good for you. File says Texas plumbing license reciprocal with other states. Some it is, but they've got to have pretty stringent testing habits. I sent somebody to Austin the other day, or to talk to Lisa about how to get his license here in Texas. He's got 5 other masters in other states, and she's literally like, she wants to talk to him to find out how hard it is to get the license there and whatnot. Why do they use non-Schedule 40 PVC for storm drain? Not sure where you're talking about. Down here, it's either Schedule 40, Schedule 80. It depends on what all it is. Apprenticeship until he finishes. Did she have pests? Don't get that one. My other brother, Mr. Paul Peck Drywall Tube, is in the house. Hope you're doing well, sir. And guys, this is another one. If you're in the trades and you want to see somebody do something different, Paul Peck does sheetrock, does drywall, tape, bed, all that. And man, he is phenomenal. If you have not checked out his channel, open up another tab, jump over there and check it out. I'm telling you, he's doing good things. But when you're there, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. CC Marcus Kids says constant changing, various fixtures, technology, stop learning and keeping up or you're done. Boy, isn't that the truth? Texas, 4,000 hours tradesman, 8,000 journeyman. Yeah, nothing in California. Experienced plumbers got their apprenticeship completed in the military. Here's the cool thing about this. I've had people come to work for me that had hours in the military. And when they came to work for me, we actually reached out to their CO to find out if they would write them a letter saying, look, here's where we're at. Here's how many hours that they worked over here for 2 years building this, that, and whatnot. Man, Texas is pretty good about trying to help out vets, help them get any hours they can towards their license. And I think it's great. John says, also, did you know the GI Bill benefit will pay a vet or journeyman's pay at the beginning of his time? And I didn't know that. I know that if they're in the union, they'll supplement it. I don't know about just going to work for an open shop company. Not sure. What's the funniest mistake you made as an apprentice? The first time I was asked to run a TMP line, or the first time I was asked to solder a bunch of shower valves. We were prefabbing them. Nobody ever took the time to really show us how to do it or teach us how to do it. So both those were pretty funny jobs for me. Hudson says, apprentice here. So how do you train your apprentices? I changed job sites and helping the foreman do snake cleaning. You train everyone on what you think is important to know. We try to. We put them with other plumbers and let them learn. I've literally just had some trainers completed here recently, and we've got them back in the shop. And my plan is to get people back there and let them see them, learn them, work on them. I think it'll be pretty cool. Harrison says, oh, that was it right there. Sorry about that. There you go. Do you recommend using RID and commodes like the commercial suggests? Don't know what you're talking about. Nightbot knows what's up, always does. The Shadow Sovereign says, most disgusting plumbing job, XL kill plant. Oh, and replacing 4-inch gate valve in the sewage room. Man, that smell sucks. It smell stuck on me for almost a week. God, I don't even want to think about that. Twinch Funky says, when asked about attic versus basement, this asks which one you prefer to do new installation on. We don't have basements here in Texas, so that's an easy one for me. Shadow Sovereign says, favorite plumbing jobs, gas fitting. And gas fitting is great. I love it. I think I was the only person in Calgary to paint all the gas lines in the mechanical room with yellow stickers, turn those into works of art, and they got to be. And take pride in everything you do. I love that. See any rats on trades jobs? I know a lot of people who are scared of rats. I've never seen a rat. I've seen like dead skeletons of a cat and stuff like that up under a crawl space, but that's about it. A top tip a lot of tradesmen women need to understand is that social media is now part of our advertising structure. Amen. Austin Brooks, do plumbers get paid by the hour or by the turd? In your case, by the turd. You are one. There you go. If it's by the turd, Austin, they could retire after 5 years. Boy, that's the truth. Shadow says, mind you, my employer's getting a little concerned with me using $60 worth of yellow gas stickers, I'm sure. Nick Castor says, I was newly added support technician for a plumbing company. Started out a month ago with zero knowledge, just let go because they hired a couple of people with 3 years of experience. And you're sad. Nick, number one here, don't give up. Look around, find another job. You know, have a little experience. You know, at least know what you're talking about. That can help you. Clean cut mechanical room. Amen. Sola Solutions says, hey, Roger, how are you? Hope you're very well. Question, what's the funniest mistake you made as an apprentice? Talked about it a while ago, probably running a TMP line. Never had any idea it had to be true plumb and square, and also prefabbing a bunch of tub and shower valves. So yeah, I'm like you, Nick, man, you can find a job out there. Promise. Victor says, love from Kenya. Appreciate that very much. Adam, congratulations to you. It is so good. Yeah, and Neil, you're so right. When I eat gluten, I mean, literally, it's like I want to cough right now, but I feel it right here in my chest. A lot of times it's up in my sinuses. It's a pain. Good to repair in Portugal. Good to have you in here. COVID-19 has been hard on a bunch of people. Picture okay here in a remote field in England. That's right. Neil's not even in the office today. Neil's out at a conference with other conversions. Pretty cool. Ronnie, yeah, man, there's certain foods that, and I really want to get a good doctor to do a food and allergy test for me that I can find a what all I'm allergic to. But yeah, Hayden Lade Gaming, thank you. Doing great, buddy. Good to see you in here. Shower knobs turn off and on. If you apply a little too much pressure, even by accident, it causes a water drip. I'll leave the middle one open, but when you close it, it still drips. Hello to Neil. Tradesman Plumber, can the UA provide training for an open shop apprentice? No. If you're open shop, you're not in the union, they will not do anything with you. Absolutely. O-ring could be a seal, could be a lot of different things. Travis K says, I'm a tile contractor. What a good price for hiring a plumber to come in, rough in a shower and tub valve. Plumber charges $300 to install a Delta. No, actually, that seems actually pretty low from where I'm at, but do you supply the valve? How to repair says, sorry to say, COVID has been great for tradesmen. People are spending more on their house than themselves. They are. Huh? Excavators are more commonly used in plumbing. It shouldn't be hard to transition from a skid steer. That's true. Where'd you get that clock? Man, we've got a link in it. I don't know if they've got the description stuff down in here on this one here or not. Sometimes they do. If they've got it, and I don't see it, you can go to just about any of my videos, look at the description, and there's a link in there to the clock, and that's it. Got it. Taking your union test tomorrow. Any advice? Yeah, just man, get a good night's sleep. Go in there with an open mind. If you get to go through an interview process, ask them questions. It can really set you apart. I pretend doing plumbing backfills. AV Customs just got your RMP. Number one, congratulations. You have insurance. How would I go about purchasing the equipment, such as camera server machines? Ready to go off on your own, but not ready, if that makes sense, and it does. AV Customs, here's the deal. There's a lot to learn about getting in the trades. If you've never worked for a company that really helps you learn those things, I mean, you may want to. Man, it's tough, but what? New York, Jersey, and California have the hardest plumbing test from what I've heard. See, I've always been told it's Texas. And I get that from plumbers from California that can't pass the test in California. So not sure. That's what I'm going by. Brandon says, just got your apprenticeship card last week, mailing in your drain cleaner restriction next week. Brandon, where are you located? That's pretty cool. New apprentice here. This channel's cool. Thank you so much. Trevor Tanner, I appreciate you being here. Where are you from and where are you apprenticing at? Shadow Sovereign says, agree with your own hours. Start times never before 9 a.m., preferably 10. Most likely never work in the trades again, man. I get it. Dang it, just jumped like a big dog. All right, let me try coming over here and see if there's any more. Yes, there are. Jesus says, shout out. Don't even get all that. But I appreciate it. Next one, John Cordero. Here we go. Come on. Where's it going? There we go. Hey, Roger, had an interview for plumbing apprenticeship this past week for a plumbing company. Told you could have the job if you provided your own work van. Yeah, I'd tell them no. You know, I don't like that idea that they want you to supply it to carry their tools around and stuff like that. My thing is, like, you can do much better than that. All right. Let's see. Anybody in here, do me a favor and let me know if you're in the trades or if you're not in the trades, but if you are, what trade are you in? So either put, hashtag plumbing, hashtag electrician, hashtag nope, whatever you want to put. Just kind of curious as to who all we have in here. All right, I'm trying to find this one here so I know where my comments are. Perfect. Sergeant Steve-O says, Roger Darter started plumbing company 2 months ago. Love the problem solving involved, figuring out solutions, helping people. Channel got me excited when I first started. I love that. Glad you're in here. I hope that it's working well for you. It's not always easy. Be ready for that. And as long as you understand the problems are going to come along, they will come along. Alex Thale says, what's the one piece of advice you'd give a high schooler who wants to become a plumber? Alex, you're doing it. Get in here and start learning now. Watch videos, get as much education as you can. It'll help you out later. I got his copper drain versus PVC. We don't even do copper drains anymore because they're so expensive. If you can't be an electrician, be a plumber. I'd say be a plumber anyway. I wouldn't try to become an electrician first. Shadow Dang Sun, almost sound as picky as a dozer operator. Keep up the content going. Man, I tell you what, I love what I'm doing, so thank you. I like that. If you're afraid of brooms, become an electrician. Plumbing fun for you. Have you ever been hurt really bad? Never really bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had to have shoulder surgery, but it's not bad. Worked for a small company before. It was just me and the owner. Start late, but work later in the day. Understand how you like them hours. Like them too, but I hated getting done later. And I tell you what, anytime I run a big job, and I always talk to the guys first, I like bringing my guys in early. I love it when we work 6 to 2:30. We even have a job one time where we did 5 to 1:30. It's great because you get off early enough in the day to get all kinds of stuff done. I do love that. Sean says he broke both of his heels. Yeah, and I've seen I think it was the x-rays he sent me. It's tough. How do you train people to service tankless water heaters? By the tankless manufacturer. It's the only way to do it. Miss Amber Mendoza says, hello, everyone. Good to see you in here. Hi. You want to know new construction, help you on the plumbing test? Absolutely. Jess Turner says, how come Roger reminds me of Michael Jordan? Because Roger never gives up and always wants to be and want to do better. Man, that is so true. Speaking of Amber, I need to talk to you. I got my PCM results back today. It's kind of crazy. Always new construction first, commercial and residential. When you do service, you know exactly how the plumbing is put together. How's getting the hydro better going? I don't have a hydro jetter yet. Not a big one, Robert. I want one, though. Tell you what I saw the other day. Somebody sent me a deal. And it is literally, if y'all hadn't seen my video of the excavation vac, they've got one now on a trailer. And those people are like, hey, Roger, have you seen this? It looks freaking cool. Yeah, he's a dog, all right. If you hate room, you hate shovel, boy, and that's the truth. Trevor says, I know a plumber kept turds in his pocket. Sean, quit. People can steal water. Great play. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to go through these quick right now, guys. Not Maypress, I haven't. We've got ProPress, Vega. We've got a bunch of different brands over here. There you go. You know, and here's the deal. Look, we can get hurt doing anything, guys. We can get hurt walking across the street. When I hurt my ankles plumbing, I was standing on top of a 12-foot ladder. I knew better. Wow, where'd that come from? Okay, I don't. Let me see where that went. Right here. You scroll down here. I just saw a super chat come in. Don't see where it is. Move it right here and see what I do. There we go. I want to say thanks to Thorax. Just got off work, roughing in a 12,000 square foot office for a winery. And man, is that hard to find ABS fittings, especially 2-inch, long-term 90s. Don't know why. Man, I can tell you why. Literally, I went and did that video for Charlotte Pipe about a month and a half ago. Resins that they normally get from the Gulf Coast. Man, with the freeze that we had, things are jacked up. They can't get materials. That's why the price of fittings just keep on going up. And it is tough. I don't know where I was at, so I'm going to stop right here. Hey, Roger, love the content. Have a full-time white-collar job. Wondering if I should get into a trade. Can you do an apprenticeship part-time, or would you need to go in? Christian, you'd probably need to go in full-time. The reason being, most companies are open full-time during the week. What you could possibly do is do that full-time during the week and see if you can get a part-time job doing your white-collar work. Maybe evenings, weekends, something like that, just to see. Taking the exam, good for you. Another UK channel at the main for 3 days with them. Yeah, I saw your deal the other day. No, I think that's great, brother. For fixing ground, man. And guys, I jumped, so if I missed something, I'm sorry. Everything channel says I'm from Canada, where you can come off the street or you can go to community college, take a plumbing techniques course. Is the schooling aspect the same in Texas? No, not at all. There's really not much school. You go to work for a plumber, learn under him. I got plumber works. You know, here's my thing. In Texas, you're legally not allowed to unless you've got a master, an RMP, insurance, and things like that. Travis K says, Roger, you're looking slimmer. Is that why we keep talking food? Man, I didn't even eat until just like an hour and a half ago. I literally stopped on the way from the airport here to grab something. So kind of crazy. Okay. Now, okay. Yuck, pal. That's funny. Yeah, Nightbot is a bot mod. There you go. Me, myself, always Nightbot is a bot moderator. Absolutely. Man, yeah, if you do it, it'll put you in timeout. It'll kick it. It's actually tried kicking me out before. So, no logic, man. I've talked about some of these before. Basically, I really messed up putting in a TMP line one time, and then trying to prefab some tub and shower valves without anybody ever showing me. But I had a new torch, man. I was good to go. Can't use much excavation out here in Vegas. In service, ground is pretty much solid rock. Wow. Yeah, I want commercial plumbing in mine too. Put on the bucket, the teeth on the bucket, too many sprinklers in the yard, gas lines. Man, there's all kinds of things you got to deal with. Turds. Yeah, love it. Can gas line pipe be galvanized outdoor? Depends on where you're at and what the code says. It's a metric. Yes, it is. Talking about my clock. In Florida, have some spots that are solid like stone dug out from the lake. Interesting. Man, here's one I want to talk about. WPS says having extreme trouble recruiting qualified help, and you're in New Jersey. Here's the thing. That there are so many there's 900,000 open trades jobs across the United States. It looked like I froze up over on YouTube. Maybe not. Maybe it did. If I froze up, let me know, because I'm looking at my YouTube channel over there, and it don't look real good right now. Yeah, it looks like it's freezing up. If y'all see me freezing up, do me a favor and let me know. I'm going down to the bottom. Way behind on time frame. I guess I am messed up. Wasn't on purpose, I promise. Thorax says, just started working at schools. I love prevailing wages, excellent money. California, $77 an hour. Been a plumber for almost 5 months. Best career decision I should have made. Yeah, if you're making, $3,000 a week, it ain't a bad deal. Yeah, guys, I just jumped down to the bottom. So if y'all got some questions I didn't ask, it's a good place to come down here and check. Can I transfer from California to Texas as a foreman? If you're in the union, you can transfer. It doesn't mean you're going to be a foreman. We don't just have open foreman jobs where we're waiting on people to move in. But if you'll come over here as a journeyman, you may end up getting to move up really, really good. All right, so Thorax got that one. Got that one. Got that one. I'm just going straight to the bottom. And I don't have to copy and paste, Luke. I've got StreamYard. If y'all hadn't seen it, StreamYard is freaking really cool. Matter of fact, there's their logo right up here in the top right corner. And I got to tell you, man, it makes a lot of what I do so much easier. Cody Quiet says, how many years of experience do you recommend before starting your own company? Also, I work for a plumber doing service and was thinking about night classes. Is it possible to get licensed without school? It really, Kodak, it depends on where you're at. Here in Texas, you've got to have hours with a plumber. They have to be documented. I mean, so many things. But the hard thing about it is you've got to put the hours in. School may help you get ahead, but just remember, it's not going to help you get your license a whole lot faster. Yeah. George Phillips says, never compare yourself to a tradesman who has more experience than a rookie. Luke Peters says he'll have to check it out. I am jumping back up. Yeah, I saw that. I know I froze. Got cold in here. My nips got hard. 20-year-old want to be a plumber. Huge fan. Tyron Carter, what I'll tell you is look, man, don't wait. Get in the trades now. Over the next few years, it is really going to blow up. Tradesmen are going to be making a whole lot more money. And that is literally because there's so many unfilled trades jobs across the United States now, and it's just going to get worse. Fernco's a brand. Cast iron is put together with Fernco's, actually no hub bands. Fernco is a brand. They're normally the thicker ones. Charlotte Pipe video was cool. Ronnie, I had so much fun out there, man. I tell you what, I'm like you, man. I wish I had one like the Drain Addict has. He's got some cool stuff. We're smoking here. All right, I'm gonna jump back down in the bottom. We got a few more minutes here. Zulu Assassin says, "Hi Roger, how are you doing? Florida, 4 years under licensed plumber. Really, in Texas, it's the same. 8,000 hours under a licensed plumber. Join the Army as a plumber if the MOS is in demand. I like that. What typical day look like for an apprentice plumber? It looks like a shovel. No, I'm joking. There's a lot of different things it can look like. It depends on where you to go to work, what kind of company they are. Are they commercial? Are they residential? What is it? So there's really a lot you can do. Pros and cons of using shark bites. Pros, it's going to get you in and out quickly. Bad thing is, if you're a licensed plumber, you really shouldn't be using them. It makes you look cheap. Cons are it's going to leak. That's about it. Thorax, I don't mean it bad, and it's just that's the way it is. Trying to scroll up. Wasn't trying to say Roger's wrong about Franco's. The comment was from someone else. Now, hey, look, I've been wrong before, guys. Don't worry about telling me I'm wrong. I'm learning stuff every day, so you're good. Back down here says, Roger, how do you put plumbing in a block wall? We normally put the plumbing in the wall before the walls go up. So that's how we do it here. Makes it a lot easier. File says rubber couplings are considered mechanical couplings under code, not allowed above ground under the IPC. Now in Texas, I believe they are. Make sure I read that right. Rubber couplings. It's not just a rubber coupling though. Franco's a rubber coupling. This is more like I don't even want to call it a sure band. It's a no hub band. They allow no hub bands here in Texas. No hub bands are also considered mechanical couplings, but are above. See, man, I should have just kept reading. You know what's going on. Thank you, sir. Matt Steed, Roger, how do you put plumbing in a block wall? There you go. It's already read that one. Most companies out here in Vegas will hire you with no experience. Good plumbing techs are very hard to find. Guys, here's something I want to talk about because good plumbing techs are hard to find anywhere in the United States. I want you to think about that. Not only are there 900,000 unfilled trades jobs across the United States, it's hard to find good plumbers. But not just plumbers, electricians, HVAC techs, roofers. Those are the big four to me. But any of those that it is so hard to find, man, you're going to be making more money if you're good. Get into the trades now, study, become the very best you can be. And I promise you, it will make a difference in your income for the rest of your life. It will always be good. Jump back over here real quick. You don't have to be a pro to use it. And boy, isn't that the truth. Adam Rashida says, apply. Everywhere is hurting. We can't find them. Good, guys, good help's hard to find right now. It is really, really hard to find. Amen with you. Andrew Davis is coming up on 3 months as an apprentice in Austin, Texas, residential service. Love the channel. Andrew, if you ever decide to move to Dallas, give me a call. Let me know. I'm trying to get Sean Strong up here to go to work for me. I'm just throwing that out there. Has it suspended before the walls go up? Man, you just got to put it in true plumb and square. Use anchors, mount off anything you can, maybe risers or hangers to pull it up taut. That way it doesn't move. So Matt said there's a lot of different ways to do it, but man, getting it on the wall, it's part of the big deal. Kodak says, my state requires plumbing contractor license for any work over 10K. Journeyman and master license is by the county. So let me ask y'all this, and I've scrolled down, I saw it a while ago. Got about 75 people in here right now. And all I want is a hashtag yes or no. If there was a nationwide certification for plumbers, Sean Strong, I don't want your answer. If there was a nationwide certification for plumbers that would allow you to work in any state, would you be for that? Do you think that's a good thing? Because we just had to change a lot of laws and licenses in order to bring plumbers in from out of state to help work here. And I've been saying for years now, I really think that if there was a national certification that we could take, maybe a national MEP board, it would be really smart, because then when there is a catastrophe like, Katrina in New Orleans, the freeze here in Texas, we could literally, plumbers from around the country that are not working or just want to come down and help could literally come in and man, just help take care of the problem. And I like it. And I'm looking at a whole bunch of yeses go by. I think Sean Strong put no. No, I'm joking. There was a no in here though. Dak puts a no. And most of that though, I mean, I'm seeing yes. And that's exactly what I think. And Luke Peters says no. Anything centralized as a federal level doesn't usually work. Too much red tape and bureaucracy. Can't disagree with you. But I still think that there could be a way to do it to help make it where we could, man, just make the United States a better place. I want to see something here. Yeah. Thorax, I love your prevailing wage. Boy, that is truth. Bounce back up here just a little bit. See, I'm getting behind again. Man, this thing jumps quick. Luke, have to remember changes out of state. Yeah, right. There you go. Hard to say this, but the trades are full of roughnecks, and a lot of them have drug and criminal histories. Don't disagree. And that's another thing too. I'm glad you wrote that right then, Luke, because my thing too is on that national certification, I would definitely want a criminal history report, FBI background check, almost like a gun test, anything like that. That way, when we bring in people from other states, we know immediately, hey man, look, I don't have anything to worry about. So I like that. Man, you can find great plumbers in the subreddit. I don't know if you know that or not, Sean. The subreddit is killing it. Sean has done great things over there. I need to go over there and connect with him, say hello, leave some stuff. He will definitely take care of you over there. Make sure I throw that back in there just for you, brother. All right, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it figures I went over there and click some now. Applying everywhere is hurting. We can't find help. And Adam, you're right. There is so many openings. We need people bad. Because you have to remember, changes state to state. Yes, indeed. Know where you're at there. Yes. Dustin Black says, about to write my aptitude test for your local union. Any tips or suggestions? Yeah. Remember that the union is about growing the union. They want the best people in the union. What I always recommend to people is, just like I do in a normal job interview, when you come in, ask them, what can I do to help the union grow? What can I do to help the union look better? And, things like that. And look, I mean it wholeheartedly and truthfully, though. You really want to come in and do everything you can. Because, me, whenever I work, and I've worked for 3 different companies in the trades back and forth, I really think that we've all got to find a way to represent the companies we work for, or the union that we work for, whatever it is. So, yeah. If everything does change, yes, it does. Joe T says, do you think there'll be a shortage in the trades in 2 years? Yeah, Joe, it's going to be bigger in 2 years. As much as I'm trying to recruit, it's not going to happen that fast. What I want to tell you is that it's going to take at least 2 to 5 years for us to just get past this drought that we're in of recruiting people into the trades. But I think it's going to change after that, because I really think in the next 2 years, our wage rates are going to go up because there's less good people in the trades, and good companies are going to pay more to keep them. So yeah, I think it's headed this way. David McCord says, you don't find good help, you train it. And that's my plan. I literally love bringing in apprentices, putting them with my journeyman and training them on site. I think that's huge. Chip and Michael Stewart says, going to school, local community college, upcoming fall is your last semester, looking to get a job in the trades after graduation, using your skills. What are you going to school for? Just out of curiosity. If you're in Dallas, man, we're always looking for plumbers or people to train in plumbing. Scotty says, well, plumbers use a flat rate system instead of hourly, similar to automotive technician industry. Yeah, a lot of good plumbing companies are already going to that. And I think it's such a big deal. It makes us want to train our technicians better to do more. So yeah, I think it is a good deal. Alex Theo, it can be difficult. Just apply, set yourself in a good position by knowing how to go through the interview process. Anything like that you can do is going to help you out. So there's all my yeses. I'm just going to scroll down. Yes, 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 yes. Bunch of them. Luke says no. An IBC certification. Some more yeses. Hassan Fafana says, you have a nice mustache. Of course. Thank you. All right, guys, slow down with the questions here. I am literally fixing to start slowing this thing down and call it a day or a night or whatever it is. Like I said, I woke up in Houston earlier. I've been running all day to make meetings in the airport and stuff like that. So let me bump back down here. I see I just had a super chat come in. I saw it over here, so thank you. I guess I got a bunch of yeses. I like that. National MEP board. I love it. Trevor Tanner. Oh, Trevor, yes, indeed. UK has a register for gas. In Texas, we're all licensed to do gas. Not federal. Okay, I'll buy that. Good way to look at it. Texas Trades brother here. Medley Heating and Air Conditioning. Good to see you in here. Like what you're saying, make it hiring easy. Yes, it would. I don't think that we need the federal government managing it. The Texas State Board, even though we give all our money to the government, it's kind of jacked up, but we'll see how it goes. I jump back down here because I saw that. Thorax says, one of my friends has a great quote. No matter what happens to the economy, good or bad, the trades will always be there. And he's right to a certain extent. But in 2008 recession, that really hurt the trades. You know what? I hate to say this, Thorax. It didn't bother me. In 2008, I was in the union running work. It never slowed down for us because the work that we already had going. And look, I tell anybody in the trades or in the union, if you'll become the best hand on the job, you're never going to get laid off. So what I was talking about earlier about learning new tools, materials, techniques, anything you can, it will always help you keep a job. When they do layoffs, they're not going to let go of their best people because that's who's going to make them money and keep them going. So it's a big deal. Brian J says, any advice getting on as an apprentice plumber? Should I be calling shops, just showing up, sending emails, not too many job postings online for your area? Been in IT for 5 years. Here's what I'll tell you, and this is a lot of what we talk about in getting in the trades program is, and go take my free mini course because I think I talk about it in there. But you want to find out what kind of tradesman you want to be. You want to be a service or new construction, union or non-union, residential or commercial. There's a lot of things to figure out. Once you figure that out, then you know where to look, and it'll help you out a lot. I know that intelligence is a very important factor for getting in the trades. Luckily, that wasn't involved when I got in. Sam says, don't see anybody hiring apprentices straight, no experience in California. So you're probably going to start at this one company by digging ditches. What is your opinion? Here's what I tell you. Come to Texas. You don't have to get your license in California. Come to Texas, learn it, go back, pass your test there if you want to, and you'll be great. I like that, going to school for commercial and residential maintenance. I like it. Only positivity in here. Amen. How to repair says same problem in the UK. Big shortage of tradesmen. Some are booked up a month in advance. Guys, that's why I'm doing everything I can to recruit people to get into the trades. But I'm not teaching them the trades. I'm trying to teach them how to be the very best they can be, because then one day they'll own their own company. They'll make more money. It's a good deal. So I like that. Thank you very much. Jose, Luke says he said nothing negative. All right, guys, where are we at? I am fixing to call it a day. Wasn't slab heating more common? Well, it's not down here in Texas because we really don't need it. Conquer the World, how are you? Good to see you in here again. Trevor says it's up north. Come work for me. See, I'm trying to get him down here. Now it's a fight. Jose's in Cali. Why would I work for you? I own a plumbing company. Oh, well, okay. Well, that makes sense. I thought you said you were looking for work. Oh, I guess you mean for your company. Okay. All right. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Good to see y'all in here. Okay, guys. I want to point out the fact that, where is it at? The subreddit, guys, if you have not gone over there, go check it out. We've got pictures, videos, stuff like that. People all around the, I started to say all around the country, all around the world put in there. Elmo Gang, good to see you go. Careful, you will get blocked out and locked out and you'll be gone. I see Sean took care of things pretty quick. I like that. Thank you very much. I want to take a second and say thanks to my mods. Number one, Sean Strong, Neil C, the Urban Explorer, Paul Peck, Drywall Tube in here. If you have not gone to their channels, check them out, subscribe, go over and check out Sean on Instagram at boom_the_plumber. Yeah, Instagram, Snapchat, all kinds of things. Y'all get connected. Popping in 11:27 p.m. Good for you, man. Boy, you're 6 hours ahead of us. Ooh, good night to you. Everybody else in here, man, thank y'all for being here. I promise I really do appreciate it. We're going to just boom. There's the subreddit right there. Guys, thank y'all very much. I hope y'all have enjoyed it tonight. If you like what we did, please give us a comment, like it, thumbs up, share it with somebody, and hopefully they'll learn something too. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. We've been going almost an hour and a half. If you hadn't checked us out yet on the subreddit, on Instagram, on TikTok, guys, on TikTok, we're blowing up. So anyway, check it out. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.